Good day, viewers. I am Okocha P. Marcel, and this is my channel. There is no doubt that Nigeria have a history of election rigging political endings. So, in the time past, they have been a history that almost all the whole election is being rigged in Nigeria. This is just the truth. But in this video, I want to also explain to you how the biomodal voter accreditation BVAS has come to become a game changer and why we must pick up to make sure that INEC will continue to use the BVAS. No matter who is going to become the INEC chairman tomorrow, but they will continue to use this BVAS. Now, let me go straight to the point. I've experienced, mild elections and flawed elections in Nigeria in the sense that after we have finished voting from the polling unit, maybe you voted for a particular candidate, but the election will not be determined by your vote. It will be determined by whom the political elite, the leader of that ward, the person he is supporting. Normally, the police will be with him. They will gather the whole agent. They will bribe them. They will return print all the whole ballot paper that people have been printed. They will void some votes to make sure the other person they are supporting will win the ward. So this has been happening continuously. So 2022, when Buhari signed the electoral law, that motivates a lot of youth, including me, and we were hoping that, yes, that mechanism of rigging election is already over. Because the election, after voting, they will carry them to maybe local government center, where they will do the manipulation before they will carry it to the state, all those things. But BVAS and electronic transmission of result in real time is a game changer, and this is how it is a game changer. For example, if people have finished voting and the whole process has been concluded, what next? The INEC ad hoc staff in charge of the polling unit have to transmit electronically the result of that polling unit direct to the INEC server. This is what the Electoral Act stipulates. So that is why when you hear from Yakubu Mahmoud before the election, when he was saying there is no going back to electronic transmission of results, there's no going back to the biomodal voter accreditation system, etc. This man was saying what he knows about the Electoral Act. But the problem is non-adhering to what you said and what is in the law. What you said you have prepared for and what is in the law. So this is the issue. This is the problem where people now have issues with this man. Now, that is apart, because if Nigerians will continue to use this BVAS, we are not going to lose our hope in the electoral system, because this BVAS is the one causing trouble today. BVAS is the one causing trouble. Let me tell you something. Let me even start from the accreditation. In some states like Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, the least vote we have from those areas is 3 million votes. How come? These people used to manufacture vote, whether the car we vote, whether underage we vote, but with the BVAS accreditation, these people could not even bring up to 3 million votes for one party. The 3 states could not bring 3 million votes for one party. So that is to tell you that very, very bad things has been going on in the Nigeria democratic system, especially the elections. Because before, no matter how the Southerners votes, Middle Belt votes, immediately result comes from the North. Even one state will be able to do miracle. All this thing was rigging. So that is where the accreditation plays through. Now, coming to talk about Lagos vote. Lagos vote in the last election was suppressed. That is the honest truth. They suppressed it, they rigged it to make sure P2B didn't win Lagos because they knew it would become a blow for P2B to win Tinubu in Lagos. But it was so unfortunate for them because at the end, P2B still win the election. Now, the BVAS has come to the rescue of P2B, and not only P2B, any other politician, anybody that want to vie for a political office, anybody that has a good mind that I want to represent my people. The first thing you have to do is to get your people. It will be very easy for you to defend your election in the court of law, because the law has allowed the electronic transmission of result in real time. So unless, let me say, before they transmit the result, thugs came and they disrupt the team, maybe they stole the papers away and all those things. And in that manner, it is required for INEC to cancel the election in that area and conduct a new election. So these are the reasons why people are very angry with the INEC. Any place that they did not do electronic transmission of result in real time, the election they're supposed to be cancelled. Because if you if you use this electronic transmission of result, you know what that means? It will enable rigging to become a past tense. So only thing that people could do maybe to buy vote from poor people who want to vote, give them money, they'll vote for you. These are not the things people could do now. So we are going to continue to clamor for the INEC to continue to do the right thing. But that will not be happen if Professor Yakubu Mahmood has not been prosecuted. This INEC chairman needs to be, I'm not talking about jail because I'm not a judge, but he should be suspended. And as you saw what happened to Emefiele, to EFCC chairman. So such a thing supposed to have happened to Yakubu Mahmood, unless this political fight is selective. They are selecting some and leaving some. But if the federal government want to be fair, I think somebody like Professor Yakubu Mahmood should be the first person to be arrested. He spent almost 450 billion naira to conduct an election that he says it will be a technological-based election, that once the election starts, that it will be this, it will be that. And during the election, he failed woefully. In a developed country, that man should be picked. That man should have been arrested. That man should have been put into where he belongs to. Because if justice is not being done in this election, especially the contest that is in court now, it will be something that will demoralize everybody. It will demoralize the youth. Imagine Nigeria has up to 250 million approximately population, and only 93 million people got their PVCs to vote. And out of the 93 million people that got their PVCs, they are telling us that only 20-something million voted out of 250 million. Can you just see the gap, the voting ratio? So what I'm saying in this is that this BVAS has come to work. So it is left for the judiciary to uphold what the law says. Like somebody like Tinubu. Tinubu knows that he's not going to survive this court case. If not because of him, because of the Independent National Electoral Commission. INEC failed. So even though Tinubu was able to defend maybe his certificate, his all those petitions and drug case he had in the USA, the $450,000 forfeited to the government of the United States, maybe he might be able to defend all these ones, I don't know. But when it comes to not adhering to electoral law, that is not all about Tinubu, it's about INEC. And that aided Tinubu. So court is not going to just overlook the mistakes of INEC in this election. So that's why I'm saying, even though somebody like Bola Tinubu was able to defend himself to a certain extent, but somebody like an institution like INEC will never, after all, they have finished their defense, so they cannot defend themselves. So many allegations and evidence that before the court, they did not even, some of them, they did not even put mouth on it. So only thing for INEC witness to come carry blood result, and they ask him how many figures you have in this result, and he could not talk. So that is the situation we have. Many people are trying to lose hope, but do not, because the BVAS worked. Everything worked in the election according to Dele Farotimi, except INEC. So it's only INEC did not work. So I believe if we have a good person in the leadership of INEC, he will do very well, according to the electoral law, because that electoral law is a game changer. Thank you so much for having time to listen to this video. I am Okocha Happy myself.